we're gonna head into the dark waters of what we refer to as UW men's basketball. DJ,
wait, they play basketball up there?
Oh my word! I want to, for lack of better terminology. Yes. So DJ, what are your frustrations about men's basketball? I have a rant. You've heard it before, but I'm curious.
I have heard it before. Romar just isn't getting the guys to play anymore, and I don't know why that is. Back in when Isaiah Thomas was there, I forget what year that was, but Isaiah Thomas, Vanoy Overton, those guys, man, they would play. And it was really fun to watch them get up and down the court, but they just don't have the athletes there anymore. He's a great recruiter, but a lot of one and dones. Right now they're 8-9 overall, 1-4 in conference, and that only win is against a measly Oregon State team.
Yeah,
they got beat by Wazoo, Oregon, Cal, and Stanford. 6-4 at home. Still, it's got to be better. 1-4 on the road, which has always kind of been a staple of Romar's. Not very good on the road. But I know. Let's hear your rant, because I want to hear it.
Are you ready? Yeah. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because here we go. Lorenzo Romar is the worst coach in Division I college basketball. The worst coach. And I can hear every Husky homer, everybody yelling, "Oh, you have no idea what you're talking about. You don't know. You're from California. You're from Texas. You don't know what UW basketball is about." I know what UW basketball is about. Let me tell you, it's about recruiting really big names and not much else. Let me tell you this. Coach Romar is still riding the coattails of his IT team that took him to the Sweet 16.
Yep.
That is the only reason he's still coaching.
Those are running out very quickly.
And it's running out very quickly. Here, let me tell you this right now. How do you have consistent top 10 NBA picks, sometimes multiple within the same draft, and you not only can't make the national tournament, you can't make the NIT? Do you know how bad you have to be to not get...
And not even win the CBI.
And do you know how bad you have to be?
Terrible.
You have to be terrible. Your X's and O's have to be atrocious if you can't win a game with Marquise Fultz at the point guard. Markelle Fultz, excuse me. He's the Marquise Chris. Sorry, that's Marquise Chris, Markelle Fultz. Sorry. Yep. He is the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Number 1. And you can't win more than one game in conference so far? Coach Romar, I question you, sir. Where are your X's and O's? No one questions your recruiting ability. You have consistently delivered big talent, big names. Going to deliver another big one this coming year.
Yeah.
I hope you're there to coach him, sir, because your X's and O's are garbage. Watch games. Your X's and O's are garbage. Figure out an offense to run. I mean, Lordy B, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible to watch. UW basketball used to be fun and exciting. Yeah. Now it's just painful. I mean, also, have you ever heard of defense? How do you give up 103 points to Western Washington?
And only win by 6.
And then turn around and lose to Yale, giving up almost a C note. You almost gave up a Benjamin Franklin. $100 to Yale, Ivy League school. They have no business on the same floor as you. Then you turn around and you give up 93 and 86 to TCU. Back to back. How do you not beat a team in a back to back? How do you not at least split? You play the same team over again. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. Then you turn around and give up 98 to a very good Gonzaga team. Lose to Nevada. Give up almost 90 to Nevada. Give up 80 to Washington State and lose. You can't lose to Wazoo and keep your job at UW.
Especially at home.
I mean, come on. I mean, you got lit up. You didn't even recruit their guard coming out of high school. He came up and lit you up for almost a 40-piece.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Learn how to defend somebody. Give up 83 to Oregon. Turn around. This is terrible.
They were up.
Lose by 10 to a subpar Cal team.
Yeah.
Subpar Cal team, and just lost, Saturday, but gave up almost 80 to Stanford. What is going on in UW?
All bottom feeders of the league. Well, Markelle Fultz, actually, we talk about him. He's averaging 22 points right now and shooting 48% from the field. It's just
great,
tough, man.
Great. What's the team doing?
Losing.
Exactly.
Losing.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
You can't give up. You can't give up almost 100 points in 3 straight games.
Yeah,
and
it's
be
defense.
And be okay.
It's defense. That's their weakness right now. They're scoring enough.
Their X's and O's, offensively and defensively, just have to be terrible. Mm-hmm. Do you know the people they have coming there? Mm-hmm. Like Do you know how good Markelle Fultz is?
Yeah.
Do you know how long and athletic their big men are? Like 2, 3.
Speaking of guys coming there, Michael Porter Jr., he's a senior right now at Nathan Hale, who's ranked number 1 in the nation.
Who's going to come to UW? Committed.
Yes.
He has some family ties to UW.
Yeah. He might keep Lorenzo Romar's job for one more year.
That's what I think. So I think UW fans, I'm sorry. You're going to have to deal with Lorenzo Romar for one more year.
Yep.
After this year, Markelle Fultz is going to be number 1 overall
It's
pick.
amazing that he can keep Romar there.
Yeah.
Just one player.
Michael Porter Jr. is going to come, who's the number 1 recruit in the nation. You can't fire him because he has family who works in the program,
Yep.
and that will clear out that program, and he'll decommit
Yep.
and go to a Kentucky or a Kansas
Or a Duke.
or a Duke. Yeah. So you can't let him go yet. But
And you have 2 other guys, I believe, that are ESPN top 300.
yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Great recruiter.
Yeah.
Terrible coach.
Yeah.
If there is any way,
I'm just praying.
If there is any way to get Romar to not be fired, but to step aside and become a recruiter,
I think that would hurt his ego
and you
too
get
much.
a real X's and O's coach, like a real X's and O's coach, not what he does. I think the UW Huskies could be really good because they have the talent.
It's
not a talent issue. That's the sad part. Is you could say, "Oh, we just don't have the guys that we once did." Well, that's wrong. Yeah, you do. Here's the deal. That IT team was the most talented team in that tournament by far.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
They lost. They got outcoached
By Roy Williams.
by Roy Williams. Sorry. Now, Roy Williams is top 3 coaches, top 4 right now. I mean,
He's up there.
If I'm working a board right now and I'm saying top 5 coaches.
Calipari.
No.
No? You don't think he's number 1?
Bill Self,
Oh.
Mike Krzyzewski, Cal, Roy Williams.
It's a good list. I would
Okay.
agree with that.
Those are my top 4. 5's Boeheim from
Really?
Syracuse.
What about Patino?
6.
Okay.
6. I mean, you drop a spot when you have a brothel on campus.
It's true.
You drop a spot. I don't know how he got out of that one. That's crazy to me.
He had to do a lot of talking, I'm sure.
I don't know how he got out of that one. He just basically said we had no knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
He played the dumb card.
He played the naivety card, and I feel like that only worked for so long. I feel like that hurt Patino's legacy, though. Like Boeheim with those recruiting violations, I feel like that hurt his legacy. I feel like Grayson Allen's doing everything he can to hurt Mike Krzyzewski's legacy. I feel like Roy Williams is a great.
Actually, Krzyzewski isn't coaching right now.
Well, yeah, he's gone on back surgery,
Yep.
but he's doing whatever he can to harm Krzyzewski's legacy.
Yeah.
Then you have, let's go. I mean, then you have Kansas, who's won 16 straight and playing the best basketball of their lives. Roy Williams, Carolina, they're playing great basketball. Roy
Dana
Williams
Altman's
used
gotta
to
be up there,
Coach
too.
Williams used to coach at Kansas.
Yep.
So I mean, there's some symmetry there between Coach Williams and Coach Self. I mean, there's some great coaches in college basketball, and Coach Romar isn't even in the top 100 Division I coaches.
Nope.
It's sad.
It is.
I feel
'cause
bad for
there's
Husky
so
basketball.
much.
I feel bad for Husky basketball.
There's so
fans,
much
man.
basketball talent here in Seattle, and I mean, he takes advantage of the talent, but you don't see a good product on the court, and that's what sells tickets, and that's what makes the program money.
Yep. Maybe you should go ask Chris Peterson about X's and O's.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
He might be a better basketball coach than Romar.
I just don't. I don't get it, man.